Hello, everybody. Ashley and I'm just trying to get everybody on here into the meeting, and I'm gonna let Ashley go and welcome everybody. So while I try to figure out, I just didn't want everybody sitting out there in no man's land.
We got to unmute Steph and Caitlin because they have other things that they're going to be sharing too.
Okay. If Caitlin, and there we go. Caitlin, can you say something?
Hello.
Perfect.
I can only see Ashley.
Oh. Where are you, Heidi? I see you,
I
but
don't know where I'm at.
Who's here? I don't even know who's here.
Connie, Devery.
Oh, how do I see that? I'm on my phone because my computer doesn't have a webcam, so maybe that's my issue.
Okay. You see Stephanie?
Oh. Can you see me?
I can't see you guys, but I can just see you on this list of people.
Hmm.
Okay, I know. Sorry, gang. Hold on one second. Got Ashley. Oh, here we go. And I just muted Caitlin. Well, dang. Okay,
Hey, Mom,
good.
it's
Jessica
Megan.
and Caitlin, I've got you unmuted.
Okay, if you can't see me anyways, I'm gonna jump back to my computer. Be right back.
Okay. Oh, okay. I need you to make everybody panelists so we can hear them and see them. Perfect. Thanks. Okay, Megan's on.
Hello.
Thank goodness. She's
Now
gonna
you can hear us.
So she's gonna make everybody a panelist, so everybody who wants to be on can be seen, and then we can get started.
Perfect.
So Megan, is there anything we need to be doing?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous. Okay. No, not that I can think of. I'm just making sure everybody's a panelist, going through the list slowly but surely. I will be here for a little bit, so if anyone has technical questions, feel free to chat me. My name is Megan Ellsworth. So yeah, that's good. Have fun, everybody.
Okay, here we go. Leah, hello. Tim, yay. Everybody's coming on.
All right, everyone should be a panelist now.
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Hey, Connie. I see you, Caitlin. But I can't hear them.
Everyone will have to unmute themselves. Oh, wait. Unmute. Okay, I'm unmuting everyone.
Megan, you need to come on too with your video.
I think we're back.
Okay, can
Hi.
everybody hear? Like, wave if you can hear. Okay.
Yeah.
I just love all these faces. I see. Okay, is that everybody?
Can anybody hear me? It's Devery. I can't see myself on the screen because I don't have my webcam, but
Hear
can you
you.
hear me okay? Okay, perfect. Hi.
Okay, all yours, Ashley, finally. Whoo, sorry about that.
I think, Stephanie, are you starting it off here?
Oh, I don't want to, but I can. Yes. And Caitlin printed me my little agenda. Thank you so much, Caitlin. Well, you want to go through, do we need introductions? We look like we're the Brady Bunch with a couple extra. Yeah. Do we need introductions? I feel like I've got a couple new faces.
You got some of my crew on here too that wanted to jump on.
Okay, there you go. Well, I'm Stephanie with Bliss Roofing.
I'm Ashley with Integrity Insurance.
I'm Heidi Ellsworth with RoofersCoffeeShop.
I'm Caitlin Cox with Bliss Roofing.
Jessica Hale with Integrity Insurance.
Melissa Hill with Roof Life of Oregon.
Hey, I'm Desiree Huff with Tremco Roofing.
Is that all of us?
Oh,
Kim Grunfeld was Certified Indoor Environmental. I'm Leah Lemons with Malarkey Roofing.
Connie Gilfillan with Snyder Roofing.
I'm Megan Ellsworth with Roofers Coffee Shop.
I have everyone on here now, just so you know.
We got everybody. I'll be super quick, Heidi. The only thing I really need to talk about is I was invited to go to the grand opening of Anissa's Place at the Village for One build that the Oregon Council did. And that was probably 3 weeks ago. It felt really good to get out and be able to talk to somebody versus just the people that we work with every day. It was wonderful. But I wanted to tell you guys, and I have plaques for everybody. I got to tour the house, and it was amazing the way the community has come together in support of this organization, especially right now with all the Save the Children stuff that's going on out there. They are still in need of different types of donations. I am going to do my own type of donation. I really feel that this is a good place to put my money at. But the house was amazing. The people there do so much for the community, and they had just nothing but wonderful things to say about all of us. And all of the companies under National Women in Roofing got a plaque, and I picked them up that day. So it was a great event. So, and I think that's all I got.
I don't have the little schedule in front of me. Hang on here.
just Megan, I think we have Brittany and Seth are attendees. They may not be hearing everything. I'm not sure.
Yes, Brittany, I just messaged. For some reason, I'm not able to make them a panelist. Don't know why. And Seth, I just saw come on, so I'm making him a panelist right now.
Okay. Lori, we can't hear you. I can see you talking.
Usually I'm not muted. Just had to get a little Heidi action because I missed. But no, thank you guys for letting me join as a guest. Congratulations on all that you guys have done for your charity projects. It's really exciting. And if we can make a donation, we'd love to contribute if you need some other assistance. So.
Oh, thank you. I think they're looking for beds is what I heard. I follow them on social media. I think they're looking for beds right now. So, and I don't know if people are, different children got evacuated and they have to put up more people. I know their intention was to only put one only to house 6 young ladies there, but they might have had to do more with all the fires. Who knows? What more will 2020 bring?
Crazy. Well, I can message you privately. And see.
Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you so much.
Hey, Stephanie, can you put the name of the organization and the website in the chat? And then that way everybody can grab it if they want to.
Yeah, you bet. I will do it.
Or questions, wherever. I think it's chat. And I guess once we get started, Brittany will be able to get on. We'll see. Hopefully. Thanks.
She on?
I'm just checking out the chat. You guys, it takes a while to multifunction. You got to get everything just right, and you're reading things, and yeah. So Ashley, did you want to talk on the agenda? It said you were going to talk about integrity.
Oh no, I'm just giving a little blurb and then introducing you. But my name's Ashley. Me and my husband own an insurance agency, Integrity Insurance and Bonding, and we have worked a lot with Heidi kind of in the recent year, and I just thought it would be great to bring them on to kind of tell us a little bit what they do at Roofer's Coffee Shop. So I think Heidi's going to take it from here. Megan, are you still on?
Yes, yep.
Do I need to know how to make anybody a panelist if you bounce out or no?
Yes, I actually do need to bounce out at 4:30. So what you do is you click the little button next to their name, and then you click Make Panelist.
Okay, I can figure that out.
Thank you.
Which little button, Megan? Oh, that
Little
one.
arrow. Yes. Yep.
I see it. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Now I know the button.
Heidi.
I've been spoiled. Megan takes care of all this stuff in the background. So for any of you who don't know, Megan is my daughter, and she's working for Roofers Coffee Shop. So, and a lot of people may not know, but I was actually working with Shelly Metzler when she was much younger. They're both redheads. So she was really tiny when I started working with her, and now Megan's working with me. It's just like such a circle of life. I love it. Yeah. Okay. First of all, I just love seeing. Oh, I miss you guys so much. I'm telling you. I hope you're okay with the smoke. Are you getting like? I've had so many emails from people across the country, and they're like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And so I'm just hoping you're all okay. I know we have a lot of families between us and Salem who aren't. So in the San Am, who we are friends with, but I'm just Stephanie, anything else that we have out there that we can get out to help raise funds? I'm doing some stuff with Cascade and Turner, but Kim?
I was going to just mention to all of you guys, because I know for us at Certified, we handle indoor quality testing and treatment. And so we've gotten a lot of questions from homeowners, residents. We did put a blog article, and there's some posts on our social media platforms about some kind of tips and tricks for people to help with their indoor air quality with the smoke. So if that's something people are looking for. You can, again, go to our website to find that on the blog post or on our social media platforms.
I'm making a note, Kim, so we can grab your website. So maybe if you could share that on the chat, that'd be great. And just so you all know too, I'm sorry, I was trying to get all organized, so if I missed some things, but Lauren White is on here too. You can see her, she's there. She's like, thanks Heidi for pointing me out. But Lauren works for Roofers Coffee Shop too. And so and we're all Oregonians. How's that? But Lauren's family's from Camp Sherman, so we've all been in the middle of it too. And I would love to get more out. I'll share a little bit more on the Roofers Coffee Shop, but I'd like to get more out just to help people. So anything like that, Kim, we'll be all taking notes, and we can get, because it's all over the West Coast. How can we help with air quality? Some of this is we just need to share the knowledge. So, and what we can do to help with different folks. So, okay, let's see if I can make this work. Are we ready? Do you want me to start? Okay. Give me 2 seconds, everybody, and I'm going to put this in presentation mode, and I'm going to Swap. Okay. Ah, it worked. So happy. Okay. And I'm going to say, just like normal, if I know all of you guys, so some of this, hopefully you aren't too bored. For those of you kind of have to listen to me different times. But Ashley was sweet enough to ask me to put together something on Roofers Coffee Shop. And so as I was putting it together, I was thinking, yeah, I'll share some stuff on Roofers Coffee Shop, but I want to share something different, of course, because I can't ever do anything, like everybody asks. But I'm just thinking about how many of you are business owners, right? And how many of you are working for entrepreneur businesses, and how many maybe someday want to own a business and want to go through things. So I thought I would just share a little bit of the Roofers Coffee Shop story to inspire, because we are a women-owned business and we have a lot of women of all generations working for us, and men. And so hopefully this will be something that you haven't heard before. We'll see how that works. So Roofers Coffee Shop, for those of you who don't know what it is a website for you. It is a website for the roofing industry. It's for everybody, not just contractors, not just manufacturers, everybody, so that we can come together and network, and this has changed a lot recently, whereas, but I can remember years ago, because I've been around for a long time, where it was like, you're a contractors association and only contractors. You're a manufacturers association and only manufacturers. And we have broken down a lot of those walls in the last 5, 6, 10 years, where now everybody's working together, because that's what we have to do. But Roofers Coffee Shop's kind of always been that way. It's been one of those places started by Vicki Sharples, who she just kind of started making something that was meant for everyone in the industry. So how many people, since I can see you, how many people remember Roofers Exchange newspaper? Yes. Yeah. Megan, you don't remember it. You just heard about it, but yeah. So Roofers Exchange started out when Vicki Sharples, she lives down in LA, and she was selling tile. So she was a tile manufacturer's rep, and she was one of the few women who were doing it. And she would go around selling it. You guys all know the reps come in and see you, or you are a rep and you're talking to folks. So that's what Vicki was doing. One day she went into a distributor's office and she was looking at the bulletin board, and she thought, I don't know why I can't take everything that's on that bulletin board, put it on a sheet, and start helping to promote my tile, and also promote some other services and help contractors talk to each other. So she borrowed the bulletin board. She went to the manager and said, hey, can I take this bulletin board home overnight? And then she laid it out on her ironing board with paper and wax and an iron, and she made the first Roofers Exchange. And this was in like 1985. So, or 89, somewhere in there. And she started making them. Well, by the time she was done, by the mid 90s, she had Roofers Exchange on every single counter, every distributor across the whole USA. Her and Mick, her husband, drove up and down Florida, up and down the East Coast, through the Midwest. They actually visited a large percentage of the distributors that they asked to put the paper on their counters. So you can kind of imagine, it was totally weird. It was different. But for a lot of us who are maybe been around a little bit longer, when I was in Prineville, you went to the 7-Eleven, there was always a nickel ads. There was always that newspaper with all the ads in it. And so that's what Vicki started for the industry. Fast forward, Vicki calls me. I was actually working for Interstate Roofing at the time. I had a whole bunch of different clients, and Vicki called me and she says, hey, will you come and help me? Because I had bought when I was at Malarkey, I was buying ads on Roofers Coffee Shop. And so I said, yeah, what do you want? She says, well, there's this thing, you know, the internet. I said, yeah, I just built a website for malarkey. And she's like, well, I think we need to be on it. Can you help me figure out what we need to do to get Roofers Exchange onto the internet? And I said, yeah, that would be great. I'd love to help. And so we're kind of doing the planning and stuff. And then one morning she calls me and she's just like in a panic. And she says, I bought the domain Roofers Exchange, but I can't use it because when you spell it out, www.roofersexchange.com, it spells Roofers Sex Change. So, and for any of you who remember, in the 90s, when you were building websites and doing all that kind of stuff, anything that had anything to do with sex or porn or anything was just like, it just blew everything up. So she was like, I don't know what I'm going to call it. I don't know what I'm going to do. This totally wrecked my whole going online thing. I said, let me just think about it. And my dad, as a lot of you know, my dad was not a roofing contractor. He was a general contractor. He built houses and we did roof too. But, and every morning he went to the Sunspot in Terrebonne, Oregon, and he would network. And he'd find out what was happening, where the best, if there's people looking for jobs, where the materials were, was there a deal at Ace or what was going on? And I thought, coffee shop. That's where people are going to feel comfortable. And I'm going to tell a story on somebody because I was trying to, in my mind, the whole time as I was trying to figure out how are we going to get these guys onto this website, I was thinking of Mike Satrin, who did not have a computer on his desk when I was working for him. And he would make Jayla type everything and then bring it back and forth. And I was like, how are we going to get someone like Mike Satrin to come onto this site? So hopefully, Shelly, he does. I think he did. I saw him there. But that was the whole trick. And so that's how it started. And Vicki took it. I went my way. I was working for Carlisle and Eagleview. And Vicki, the recession, it was just kind of weird. And in 2015, she said, hey, will you join me? And so as I left Eagleview, I joined Roofers Coffee Shop, and that's the history. That's a really long history, but it's kind of cool when you think about Vicki so long ago as a tile rep starting all of this. And I just feel incredibly blessed that she let me be a part of it. So, so that's the history. Now, what's happening today is that, sorry, my screens are all weird. We are a women-owned business. Vicki and I are 50-50, so we love it. You're going to see a picture of our team here in a minute, and they are a lot of women. We did relaunch it in 2015, and we did a lot of things different, and it was hard when you sat there together with Vicki and I. She was thinking one way, and I was thinking a different way with technology, and so we really had to kind of find that middle where we didn't lose the culture and the feel of this Roofers Coffee Shop with the trucks and everything, that whole, stopping to network in the morning at the coffee shop, but we had to really bring it to the future. So we put a plan together and we looked at what are we going to do to be able to really make this rock in 5 years. And so this is the part that I wanted to share with all of you is if you don't have a business plan, I'm pretty positive all of you do, but if you don't have a business plan or if you're thinking about starting your own business, when I was thinking about starting my consulting business or marketing business, HJE, I spent 2 years writing stuff down, networking, talking to people and figuring it out. Most of you already have super successful businesses, but as you're thinking about these kind of things, I just think there's nothing stronger than a business plan. If you're looking at what's the next 5 years going to bring with COVID, are we going to expand and do exteriors? Are we going to do other things? Those kind of business plans make a huge difference on where you're going because you revisit it. Vicki and I revisit it every 6 months and we write new stuff and we kind of slap each other around and what have we done and what we haven't done. So that's a little side note in this, but I can't tell you how important I think it is, and it's really meant a lot of our success in the last 5 years. And speaking of success, oops, I went too far. And so I never knew this, but in the bigger world out there, there is a thing called the Folio Group. And the Folio Group is made of publishers from all over. So Oprah's there, New York Times, Washington Post, all these different groups. So we decided, heck, let's just be audacious and we're going to see how our little coffee shop does on the Folio Awards. And so we applied. And we applied in 2017 and 2019. And basically, you put your information out there, and we talked about website and community and our social media and everything we do, and our articles, the stuff that Lauren writes, the podcast, the multimedia that Megan does. And we submitted it, and believe it or not, we won. In 2017, we had an honorable mention, and in 2019, because it was just so much was going on, it always happens in November, so just imagine last November, Vicki and I were like, I said, Vicki, we can't afford it, let's not go, because it's in New York and it's really expensive and everything like that. Well, and I told her, I said, if we don't go, we'll probably win, and we did. And so we weren't there, but we won the Folio for Best B2B website. So you're talking about Hanley Wood, Engineering Record, all those folks we went up against. So that was really exciting. And we also got an honorable mention for B2B community, which is all of you. And that's the social media and that's the community we've created with Roofers Coffee Shop. So now that I've kind of told you a little bit about what we've done and who we are, I'll tell you what it is, because you're probably like, I haven't been on it. I don't know what it is. But before I do that, I'm going to introduce you to the team. So Vicki's picture is not on here, and you may be saying, oh yeah, and that was a picture of me and Vicki, obviously you saw the last slide. So Vicki's picture is not on this, and the reason is because Vicki is going to retire in October. And so it's like, woo, sad, but at the same time, she has really helped build something that is turned amazing. So this is our team. These are the folks who today are making up the coffee shop. Tim is our logistics, and as many of you know, Karen Edwards is our editor. There is a lady listening in who's not on video right now by the name of Karen Sharples, who is our operations and actually the heart and soul of everything we do. And I'm just so happy. She texted me and said, I'm listening, but I'm not going to come on camera. And so we also have Anne, who's here from Sisters. I think I missed Lauren, who you've already met, Megan, Colin, who is a reporter and also Megan's boyfriend in Denver, Nicole, who is Karen's daughter. So we are very much about hire who you know. Anya Gailey is going to go to University of Oregon in a business major, and we just brought her on as an intern throughout college. Charlotte out of California, and Monica, who many of you know, does our design. So as you can see, this takes a team to put this together, but these are amazing women and men, our two men. One of the things that I want to share on this is many of them have their own businesses. They're freelancers. They've created their own consulting businesses. And so we have created a 100% flexible work wherever you want to, put together however you want to. And a lot of people told us we couldn't do that and then it wouldn't work if we weren't all there and under thumb and everything. And I have to tell you, this is the most amazingly talented crew you will ever find in the publishing world as far as I'm concerned. And they are just kicking it. So doing things a little bit different is how we like to do things. So who we are, like I said, we're a website. We have, in the last year, we had over 156,000 unique visitors, all roofing. We have them on the site, they're staying now some of this you might go, huh? But 3+ minutes, 3+ average pages, all very good. Page views per year is how many pages they're looking at when they're there. In May, we had our record 22,000. So COVID is changing things. It's changing how people look and what they're looking for. On the coffee shop, you're going to find directories, social media, supports the site, blogs and news, landing pages, e-news, promos and rebates, forum, contests, classified advertising, live events and podcasts, webinars, display advertising, and you never know. Today we pitched new live events. So things which make some of the people on this call groan. We are adding and changing every day. Goodbye, Megan. Where we started with Vicki when she was doing the bulletin board is still one of our biggest strengths, is our classified ads. So this is really, now we're going to get into how can you use it and how can it make a difference for you. Go on the classified ads, look for labor, look at people, what they're doing out there. I'm going to give you a little insight. Look at what your competition's doing, right? And a lot of times you can see what's happening, who people are looking for, what's happening. I talk to people all the time. There is so much raw data and information within the classifieds that are even beyond you placing an ad and looking for people. And when you place those ads, we try to help. So Karen Sharples, who's listening, and Nicole, I think Nicole's on here, but all this team, they work every day to kind of help contractors on, it's like marketing. When you're recruiting and looking for people, you got to think about, what's the headline look like? What does the body description, does it have a call to action? It's amazing how many people don't say, click here to get a great job. Understanding the lingo of roofing, honesty. I know that sounds crazy, but just be honest about the job and what you're going to do. It always works the best. If you can get some photography in there, be sure you check your spelling, and test your advertisements and check on it regularly. And make sure you've done your homework on what you're looking for. If you're buying and selling equipment, kind of look ahead of time. And if you're looking for labor, make sure you already know that. You're all on that. But those are the kind of things that you can do in the classifieds. And National Women in Roofing is doing a large recruiting effort, right now on National Women in Roofing. So you can actually place your ads for free. So if you go to National Women in Roofing and go to the recruiting tab, fill it in, you can get your advertisements for free. And don't think just labor. I mean, labor is definitely, this is a great place to look for work, but you're coming up on winter. Do you have to get rid of stuff out of the warehouse? Are you trying to get rid of old equipment? People buy from all over the country. It's crazy. It's like Craigslist. Sometimes you won't get anything. It's just, it matters how you do it. So I've even had contractors on there before who have sold their business, believe it or not. So lots of great stuff that you can do. And I'm going to keep moving forward. The other one that is contractor to contractor. So classifieds are for contractors. You'll see a few manufacturers in there now and then who advertise on the site, but for the most part, it's all contractors. Our forum is mostly contractor to contractor. We do have some areas now where we're inviting in the industry overall, but we also want to have places where contractors can ask questions, can talk to each other. And so we have over 500,000 pages on the forum. Again, what happened is this forum launched in 2002. With social media, it's kind of been up and down. And so sometimes you'll find forums that are just full of stuff. Other ones, I'm constantly pushing out there. So it's just when you have some extra time, or if you have new people who are starting in your business, if you have people who you're trying to get more educated, have them go in and ask questions, look up topics. You will find stuff in there that is pretty amazing from some really smart people. Along with the forum is podcasts. We've been doing podcasts. So I don't know if you guys saw on Friday, but SRS made a big announcement and I was able to interview Dan Tinker. Their concert at IRE is going to be Darius Rucker and Little Big Town. I know, look at Corey, I'm like, and they're giving half the proceeds to National Women in Roofing. I know, I'm so excited. I know. So talking to Dan Tinker, they are they are just committed to diversity. So they're giving money to National Women in Roofing, and they're giving money to the Roofing Alliance to put together scholarships for minorities. So they are just like, this is our focus, and our focus is to bring more folks in. So we are, and right now, National Women in Roofing, we don't know. It's just, he just announced it, and that kind of gift is just absolutely amazing. So hopefully it will also go to scholarships and other community service as we push back, as we are able to put that money out there. So that's what I'm pushing for. We'll see. We also do webinars, learning. I mean, you guys, there's just so much in there. So if you have new people who you're trying to get trained, or you're trying to find out about new products like metal or coatings or whatever, I have some really smart people who come on the podcasts and the webinars, a lot smarter than me. I just get to ask the questions. And it's a great place for the people in your company, for yourself, for education. We have a lot on there about National Women in Roofing too. I mean, it's just, it kind of goes forever on the site. But so when I talk about how to use it, it really is about using it for fun. We have an e-news that you should sign up for, we can review, but it's also really using it for research. As you are researching what you want for your company, the partners you want to make, the networking you want to do, those are the type of things that really make a difference, where you can come in here and it's all roofing all the time. And so, and if you can't find what you want, let me know, because we'll go find it and we'll get it on here. We're constantly adding things all the time. And we also do a lot of fun things, like where do you fit in roofing is one of our quizzes, and it's really fun. You fill it out, like, do you take roof pictures during your vacation? It's fun questions like that that Vicki came up with. And but we also have promos and rebates, free things you can get, scholarship information, award information, where you can buy things online. So all of this helps your business. It could help maybe somebody in finance, out on the cruise. 50% of the people who visit the site are mobile. So people are using it everywhere they go.
Heidi, I just wanted to say, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. It's Debbie. I just wanted to say one way that I use Roofers Coffee Shop in my office is for those of you guys who do newsletters, it's really an excellent resource to come if you're just trying to get ideas of something to write about, or, you know, it's full of awesome topics and great information. Back in the day when you guys first came out, I used to use your comics in our newsletter. So anyway, that's just another idea for ways to use it.
I gotta write that down. We've been talking about doing those comics again, and because I think those would be fun. Please use it. It's great. There's all kinds of information. And one of the things that we're going to be doing in January is we're launching a homeowner site called Ask a Roofer. And so on that Ask a Roofer, everyone who's involved in the coffee shop will be able to start engaging with homeowners that way, answering questions, getting content, homeowner content for whatever you're doing in your newsletters or your social media too. We want you to use it and share it. You want to give us a little link back? That's always nice too. And we're kind of going into this R Club. One of the things that Vicki talked about early on is she says, we need to have a place that is easy. Sorry, I'm trying to pull this up the right way. We need to have a place that is fun. We have the best trade associations in the world. We have partners with them. I work, as you guys know, with all of the associations, but we wanted something that was just fun. So we put together our club. It's just starting. It's been around, but it's just, we've been trying to get our arms around it to do it the right way. And so the R Club is going to be a place where we're going to have special promotions, box of love, swag, RCS swag, consulting, special articles. And the big one about the R Club is we're going to ask our club members to be a part of Ask a Roofer. So their directory will show on Ask a Roofer, and we'll be able to have them answer questions and just really start engaging. So one of the things that I've learned with being a part of Roofers Coffee Shop is that nothing ever really goes smoothly. It always takes a lot to launch that product, launch that initiative, to make sure you get out there the right way. And what I've learned even beyond that is it's okay. So I got to just share that all with you. Like when we launched our club, we've been working on it. We have other things we're working on them and we're trying to make them out there. But I don't think anything has shown that as much as COVID right now, that there's a lot more important things and you just keep at it and you keep working at it. So any feedback you guys have, you gals, give me. We definitely take feedback and we love to hear how we can do things better. And our club is one of those. We're going to have things like consulting on there. We have right now Cottony's on there. We have our influencers with Ashley and Seth, and we have people who are just trying to kind of bring those networking together so that we can help each other out. And if you go on to our club perks, you'll see all the different people on there who are willing to do consulting in the talk. There's no pressure. It's just a matter of helping each other. So a lot of the same stuff that you see with the associations. So we're kind of like, see where you can get it. We get a lot of people who aren't involved in associations yet, and we try to get them involved. We also have a huge push right now with Spanish for our Spanish speakers. SRS is actually sponsoring this. They're going to be coming out with webinars on how to use the site in Spanish. If you haven't met Julissa, who's heading up their Spanish initiative, she's amazing. And so we're doing a lot that way. Again, diversity to go out there. And finally, I'm going to go through because I feel like our roofing respect. And next time you see a roofer, we would love to send you all of that. We're going to have shirts in the gift shop. Again, another thing that I'm learning is very not easy to do, but for all of you, along with going to National Women in Roofing and placing your ads for free, you can also place a free ad with the promo code coffee. And then I'm also, and give me just a little bit to make sure this is all functional, but you guys are all going to get discounts in the gift shop with our with the promo code NWiR swag. And that's my gift to all of you. And I'll send you also some bumper stickers and fun stuff because that's what we do. That's it. I'm open for questions.
Yay, we love our bumper stickers. We have a bunch of them in our office.
Awesome. Yay. I know we got some pictures with Stephanie and I in the bumper sticker pointing to it last time I was there. Any questions on how to use it? Or I know that it's just so much. I feel like I'm like, bleh, but any questions on if you've had problems with the coffee shop or feedback or stuff you'd like to see? No? Any other questions? I can see Shelly. Shelly, you're on mute. Okay. Any questions about National Women in Roofing? For the little bit that I know, Stephanie probably knows more than I do right now because I've been out of it.
I don't know nothing.
It's really nice that you guys have been so connected and reaching out and like send the calendar so we can look at what's happening. It's been really hard to stay connected through all this.
I know.
So
I know. How are you guys doing up there, Lori, in Washington?
We're doing good. I mean, it's every day seems to have, like, you guys are dealing with even much more extreme than we are as far as the wildfires, but I think we have just persevered, and every day it seems like there's a new challenge, but we figure out a way to navigate. And sometimes some of our marketing's worked and sometimes it hasn't. It's been really kind of a different feel for marketing this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just really trying to emphasize that we're here to help, not just, promo type. But we keep it on.
Yeah. Have you seen all the stuff on I'm sure you have, but I've just been hearing tons about remote marketing, remote selling. And so I've been working with the ladies at Tamco. I mean, I'm not pushing any one product because we work with everybody, but I've been seeing all this stuff coming out about visualizers, 3D things to go over with the homeowners. There's this new company out called Lead Scout where you can send with a mobile, you can tag the house and then send them a postcard. So there's a lot of different stuff going on, Lori, that I'm hearing from marketing to homeowners. Because yeah, it's totally changed and it's not going to go back. Homeowners have totally different expectations.
Yeah, there's so much virtual capacity, but it's like turning the Titanic a little bit, but also like we don't want to lose that competitive advantage for us where we do a really thorough inspection. So that becomes the challenge on like making sure that we're accurately diagnosing it. But yet, of course, we want to accommodate for people who don't feel safe having someone come to their house or, you know, be on their property during this time. It's been crazy.
What has worked?
Primarily, we have just made sure that we're following the CDC guidelines. And as surprising as it might seem when you hear about like the Seattle freeze, people are really appreciative. We get reviews all the time saying like how much they appreciated that we did a thorough inspection and that, you know, our guys were respectful of the CDC guidelines, but we went that extra mile to go and do an attic inspection and really address the issues they're having. People feel a little insecure when they don't really, you know, you can't show them pictures or videos of what's happening. We've used some new tools in our diagnostics that help further explain. You know, we partnered with a national sales trainer too that helped introduce us to some of these tools and processes. So that's been really helpful. But I'm definitely interested in learning more about virtual. I mean, I would have fun doing that. I miss getting out and talking to clients. That'd be fun.
I know there's a bunch that I mean, everybody's kind of talking about it. And so there's a bunch on the site about virtual selling, about digital, new technologies, all of that, that people are just focused on but the best thing is the feedback from the contractors saying, yeah, you guys all might think we need this, but what we really need is this. So
has anybody else used it here on the call? I mean, is anybody using more virtual selling tools or?
We're wanting our men to use more virtual selling tools, but that's been a obstacle right there in itself. Sorry, men, but sorry.
Our team has used a lot of Zoom. I mean, our people, once we've done the inspections, then they've had follow-ups utilizing Zoom. In fact, we just did a testimonial interview today, Morgan and I did, with a client with a really difficult project. And that was one of the things that was so helpful for him because of his family and their concerns with COVID and how many times we were able to jump on a Zoom and have that interaction virtually. So it varies so much with different people. But
I would say our team, when we're doing inspections, we've definitely offered it more now than ever. Not that everybody takes us up on it, but we have done cases where we'll schedule a time for whoever it is that we're working with on property to do a FaceTime call with our inspector. So that's been helpful. I mean, that's technology that a lot of people have, not everybody if they don't have an iPhone. But there are other, you know, WhatsApp and things like that that you can use to do video conversations through your phone that can kind of allow you to do a virtual inspection if need be.
Anybody else on what you're doing or what your challenges are right now? I gotta guess you guys got a lot of them with, well, I mean, I know over here with the fires and over there with a lot of fires.
It's always hard to find good people. That's kind of like we beat that beat that stick every time. If anybody has any great ads that are working for them for recruiting or anything like that, I'd be curious to see how that's going. Finding salespeople and or laborers, installers is really a challenge.
We are looking for laborers, and I just created a new Facebook ad, and it's been getting a lot of traction because we put a signing bonus on there. We didn't put a price, we didn't, put anything, but we decided that if they work out after 90 days, we'll give them a bonus. Because we're having such a hard time, we're trying to create a fourth re-roofing crew, and we had to switch up our ad and do something. So we just decided to throw that bonus in, and all of a sudden here comes all these roofers looking for jobs. So that has worked. That has been something that has helped us.
Melissa, do you also do referral bonuses internally if someone brings a new hire to the table?
Yeah, we just started that to try to, get our guys to talk to their friends or family or people that they think. And then if they work out after 90 days, those guys get a bonus.
Yeah, thank you. We've been doing that, and that's really helped us, especially the last year.
We do the same thing at Certified, and that's probably been the primary source of how we've brought on our technicians. So it's been a great way for us to bring on new employees.
One of the things that's happening with the recruitment and what we're trying to do too is actually get more we're doing pay-per-click ads out of the industry. So to vocational schools, that's one of our keywords are vocational schools. We're also trying, we were like doing facility management for hotels early on, just saying, check out the jobs in roofing. And so we're trying to do some of that kind of stuff too. And I know, we're doing it at Roofers Coffee Shop. I know that National Women in Roofing is trying to do that too. Just really trying to get more organic out of the industry. Like if you don't have a job, come and look here because there's jobs and we're looking for people. Obviously, it's not going to be trained labor, which is much faster for everybody. But I think the more we can do to encourage people to look at roofing long-term wise, it's going to make a huge difference. Well, Ashley, I'm turning it back over to you.
Thank you, Heidi.
Stephanie.
Thank you, Heidi.
From you. All right, that's all we got.
I don't have anything besides I need to go jump on Roofer's Coffee Shop.
Yeah.
Sign up for the week in review.
The Oregon Council chairs talked this morning. It is time to start thinking about maybe voting in some new positions and new officers, so we can address that more in October, but just kind of something to start the wheels turning. So, Caitlin, how long have you been in your position?
I think over 3 years.
She does so good at it though.
I know, Caitlin, you can't quit. Yeah.
No, you keep signing me up. She signed me up for this when I wasn't even there.
I did. Yeah. Shelly, I think you were partly to blame too. We were like, yeah. Shelly, oh yeah. Debbie, yeah. And Kendall, Yep. Just put it out there.
Doing great, Caitlin.
Thank you.
I couldn't do it without Caitlin. She keeps me so organized. I can't do it when you're not at the meeting. I'm like, oh, I need Caitlin. Yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it.
Well, you got a great group here, and we need to, one of these days, long in the future, have one in Bend. And we'll
All right.
grab the Bend ladies. Yeah.
Forever.
Or maybe we'll have it in Prineville.
I just want to thank you guys for allowing me to be a guest. You guys have such a great group, and I see all your activities, and you've stayed strong through this entire pandemic. It's really been inspirational, and it gives me inspiration to go back to our chapter and like reignite that enthusiasm and get everybody back. I know it's been really hard too. I mean, there's probably a lot of people who trying to teach their kids at home and back to school and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. Women seem to have that superwoman cape, but I know it's a lot. So I just want to thank you guys for letting me join.
Thanks for
Thank
coming.
you. It's good to have you.
Lori, it's so good to see you.
You too, Heidi. Hugs.
Virtual hug to everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. And if you guys need anything ever, but I really want to encourage to what Stephanie said, for some, if you're interested, get involved, get to, sign up to be on the executive team for Oregon. Oregon like rocks it every time they go to the national. You guys have just done such amazing things. And so I have to tell you, over the last 5 years, the best thing I've ever done for my business, for my family, and for most of all for myself is National Women in Roofing. So it will take you next step.
That for all of us. That's awesome.
I got more out of it than I ever gave, let me tell you. It's awesome. This right here, look, all my Oregon friends. So,
hopefully we're going to do cool stuff in 2021. There's lots of fundraising things going on, and hopefully we're going to do some really cool stuff in 2021.
yes,
Really.
there's a lot of need.
Yeah, there's a lot of need. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of need with all of the destruction that we have had in the Oregon area. I'm sure there will be. So, yep. We just need to be able to get out there and do what we do. It's just this 2020 has just kind of stumped us into not doing anything, which is unfortunate. So, and I know that Leah is ready to show off her birdhouse shingles, right, Leah?
Yep, I've still got the dye already. My team just can't wait to set up some tap sheet for everybody.
Yep, we are ready.
Sanitizer came in great for us.
That's fantastic. I'm glad. I know it served a purpose while we were low on sanitizer, and now it seems like sanitizer has returned to its natural habitat, and I can, put my mixing bowl for that away for a little bit.
I hear that we're low on baking soda because that neutralizes the smoke in houses, so you might need to get on the board for making some of that.
Do not mention anything to the Malarkey upper management. I will be making that next, I swear. Whatever there's a need in the community, I swear. They're just like, your research, you can do it. And I'm like,
and you can make it green. Yeah, green baking soda. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Too funny.
Well, thanks, everybody. It was great to see you all.
Thanks, Heidi, again for coming out.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for listening. It's awesome.
Okay,
Sure.
bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Here we go.
My yes.